Just in a sec, I wanna let things settle down a minute. Well, stuff's still resin on that. So, right. Okay, so there's been some redevelopments going on in Ashbourne. We've got the townhouse. I was asked today by the owner of Ashbourne, Maple, to move. To move the townhouse. Well, this is the townhouse that we've got at the back of where I'm renting in Ashbourne. It's basically on the rental area where I'm renting the land, right, where I'm renting my house, right. So I don't need to disturb that right now because I've got it linked into my I've also got it linked into my Stargate system, you know, for, you know, as in for roleplay and that. People might come. It's on the. If you go to my Stargate, right, I'll show you what I mean. Go to Stargate and go to View Online. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna have to switch over. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Windows screen capture. Damn it! Right, just a minute. Hang on a sec. Display capture. I have to set that on. Oh, maybe I can just hang on. Let me just try this. Window capture. Set it to that. Right, that'll be easier. So, where I've got the stuff for Ashbourne community, when you there's a preview listing, and I've currently got it set by about you may be greeted by some animesh and that, and I've got my volatile storage roleplay firefighting building there. So ideally, I don't want to start changing all that every time we move stuff around. So I was going to leave that for now till we see, because I mean it's more convenient for me as well when I'm doing my firefighting, right? So let me just go back here a minute. Switch back to that, and I'll show you what I mean. If we go up to walk up the street, oh, better run actually, it's a bit quicker. We go up to the fire station. I hate this sim crossing here, it's right here. Alright, so I'll just go jogging up to the fire station. Take some shortcut. There's no traffic around at the moment. Excuse me. So I've set the burn tower up there, look, as well, because they wanted to do some role play. I was asked by the owner of the land. I've also got the Sabre parked out here. I've got the Sombre Sabre parked in the car park at Ashbourne. Maple's probably going to put some roads down here. Oh, hang on, is my pointer thing? I've turned off the cursor thing just a minute. Right. So Maple, the owner, is probably going to put some roads down here because she's just taken the drive-in movies out of this area and she's moved it somewhere else. I don't know where the drive-in movie is now, but she's put it somewhere else. But now they're going to have role-play firefighting training at the back of the fire station. Right, this is the fire station. Right, and So it's going to be a little bit more convenient for them. So I've set up the torch ship building around the back because I've got it in my inventory. I actually bought it. I bought it and they haven't got it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they want to leave my signs up there, which is another reason why I wanted to leave mine outside near my house, because it's my dual role plate, right? I mean, I've got Stargate Command storage, unknown artifacts, volatile storage unit, right? I've got my Stargate roleplay stuff, which I do in that, and but they also want to use it as a firefighting. So I mean, I'll see what happens. They might want to take my signs down. That's what I'm expecting. That's why I left my building back at the back at my house, because I want to be able to do dual roleplay stuff. You know what I mean? Where you've got a connection between Stargate and firefighting. I like that idea. So anyway, I've got the tower set up, the big burn tower. I'll put that there. It's up to them if they want to keep it or not. I don't know if they want to keep it or not. We'll see anyway what happens. So the fire station, as I said before, it's American based. So I mean, I was told that they won't put the Sombre fire hydrants down. These are the American fire hydrants, right? I was told by the chief by the chief at the fire station in Ashbourne that they're not going to be putting the UK fire hydrants down, which is annoying for me because I want to use my UK fire trucks. You know, that's where I am. I'm English. I like to feel like I'm at home. I don't want to feel like I'm in a foreign country. You know what I mean? Well, America is foreign to me. Anyway, Roger's on the list up here. Roger's in the fire department. I'll give it a minute to res. There's Roger there, right? But I haven't got around to learning that stuff. It's a bit of a headache for me because I want to get something established in the UK area. There's a few people in the fire department there. There's Sarah. Oh, he's online, right? She's online right now. Pixie's online too. Oh. She's one of the people who's doing the fire training. She's instructor. Pixie's an instructor, right? And she's doing some of the instructions for the American-based firefighting, right? So this is the fire station up at Ashbourne. It's all American, right? I grew up with English English railway, trains. I once had a model train. It was a Triumph engine. It was an American-based engine, and at the time when I went down to the railway crossing in real life, I was always thinking, why don't I see that engine I was used to think, why don't I see that engine? I never seen that one. And it took me a while to learn that it was because it was an American one. I was a kid, like, you know. And we had all the British things, the British railways and all that, right? But I'm used to seeing the British fire trucks. I see them driving by me every time I go out, you know, when I go up to the shop, you know. There's actually a shop where I live, and it's directly opposite the fire station, right? So I'm always seeing the British fire engines going out to emergencies. I see them all the time. Not all the time. I don't mean every single time I go to the store I see them, but they're there. You know what I mean? And often the sirens are going, and it's just where you grow up. It's how you grow up. It's what you're used to. It's what you've seen in your real life, and you kind of. It's just what you're accustomed to. And the only times I've actually seen the American stuff is on TV or years ago, or in TV movies, or in Second Life, you know. And I always see that guy there as a Michelin man, right? I think he's a Michelin man. I don't know. He looks like a Michelin man to me. I don't know. But then I saw this Wolf Industries stuff. This Wolf, I've never heard of that until I got on Second Life. I didn't know who Wolf was, you know. I still don't know who Wolf is actually, but I've heard that it's some kind of a business or company in Second Life. So anyway, there's the Torchit building for roleplay in Second Life. It's all set up right. They just had to put the roads down here. I mean, obviously this road needs to be extended. They have to they'll probably put some parking area down here somewhere, I don't know. Maple's the owner of the land actually. She's the one that's gonna sort that out. It's a group though, it's a group, right? There's multiple people involved in Ashbourne. There's a lot of people involved. Anyway, I parked one of my Sabre Fire Trucks here because I'm not allowed to park it in the fire station apparently. Oh well, it sucks. Yeah. So I like to do my own little thing sometimes down at my house because yeah, you know, I feel alienated sometimes. You know, I just, oh, this is a nice garden. I like this garden. It's cute. This is one of the public areas. This is the clock tower at Ashbourne that I'm walking past. I'll go across the road, get a better view of it. I'll turn around. That's the clock tower. I can just come up to it. Oh, the trees obscuring the view of it, but there it is. Takes a second to raise properly, I think. I don't know what's up with it. The hands look a bit weird. I don't know what that is. I must be too far away, that could be it. I don't know. Yeah, it's... You know what baffles me? When the settlers originally left England, and you know, James Cook, was it James Cook? And they crossed the Atlantic Ocean and they settled in America. They took a lot of our town names with them, and when they built America, when America was built, it was actually based on UK or English towns and villages, and they had the names. They took the names with them, and they tried to replicate a lot of our heritage, a lot of our history in America. They didn't have a very long history. So a lot of the original settlers that went to America and Canada were recreating this English themed communities over there, right? Because they were feeling homesick. You know, they felt homesick. When they originally went to America, they were feeling homesick, and they wanted to make it feel like home. So they took a lot of our historical architecture with them and rebuilt it and recreated it in America. But over the centuries, over many years, it's almost like there's been a divergence. There's been this separation, and instead of wrapping their arms around us and giving us a big hug, it's almost like we've become competition to the Americans, and I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I mean, we get shunned, sometimes we get called names. Oh, you can't have that because it's British. We're Americans. What happened? What happened? I mean, America was founded on British ideals, right? America wouldn't exist if Thomas Cook hadn't gone there and settled there, apparently. James Cook, sorry. Anyway, if he hadn't crossed the Atlantic and taken all the settlers with him, and they hadn't killed all the Indians and wiped out and built America from the ground up, America wouldn't be what it is today. And I'm baffled. You see, I'm in this bit of a conundrum, right? Because it's like America was kind of reborn. It grew up from the roots of English values and British values. It grew up from that. And a lot of Americans, not all of them, a lot of Americans love Britain, they love England, you know, they want it. They admire our countryside, they admire our culture, they admire our history, our historic buildings. But then there's this other group that detest us, you know. They won't let us have anything that's British on an American soil, in Second Life, for example, right? I don't get it. I just don't get it at all. It's like, oh, you can't wear that, that's English, oh, you can't wear that. Why? Because you came from us. You came from us. So we're simply reminding you that you came from us. Maybe you don't like that, I don't know. But there's this thing now in Second Life where there's not that many British fire stations. It's all American now. It's like there's this pride. It's gone bonkers. It's gone totally wild. Oh, it's got to be American. This is, I mean, obviously the Sombre Sabre is British, right? It's actually, this is the Teesside version. Tyne Tees, I think it's Tyne Tees. This is the Teesside logo on it, stripes and all that. I just can't fathom it. I can't figure it. I mean, but you see, with me, it's like I'm being drawn into an American roleplay situation. It's like I'm an elastic band. I'm being tugged in one direction, and then other people want to tug me back in the other direction. And it's just it just rips you apart inside, right? It just tears you apart, right? Because you have your roots, I have my roots. I mean, we all have our roots, where we grew up, where we were born. And you can't delete somebody's roots. They are who you are, what made you what you are today, right? But we still want to be able to live together and be in harmony, you know. I want to be in harmony with other people, but there are people who just seem to dislike that. They seem to have this one, what's the word? Tunnel vision, I think it is. Tunnel vision. They only see it one way. They won't see it both ways. I don't get it. I just don't. But we often find ourselves hiding in a little corner somewhere where we have to build our own thing. We have to create our own little world because we feel like we're not welcome in some situation. I was told once also that you can't wear the British firefighting uniform because it doesn't fit in with the it just doesn't fit in with the sim or their roleplay. And I'm thinking, well, maybe we need to have this cosmopolitan situation where we can have a bit of a mix and match. I mean, what's wrong with mix and match? I mean, come on, we're all the same, we're all human beings, we all came from the same freaking seed, you know what I mean? So I mean, you figure it out. I mean, it's baffled in my mind because you're going one direction, people evolve, people change over time, and then all of a sudden you find yourself being in a confrontation or a conflicting environment of where you don't belong anymore. And you're trying to fit in, but you can't because they will accept you as you are, and you're being told to accept them and be like the way they are. You say, I can't do that because I'm trying, but I can't because I don't have that history. There's this huge gap, there's this huge void of emptiness. When I look back in my past and somebody says, can you be like us Americans? And I can't, no, I'm sorry, I'm not American. I can't talk like you, I can't be like you, because I'm not that way. But maybe that's the reason why they want to push us away, because they can't be bothered to deal with our differences. They've evolved along a different path, and we've evolved along a separate path, and there's nothing in between. You know, there's no conjoining, there's no common ground, I think is the word. Yeah, I just think it's sad, really. Anyway, I'm having a rant, I'm just going on and on and on. So I love Stargate. There's something about Stargate, because it kind of fills that empty void, because in Stargate they were going through the Stargate and meeting all these different cultures, different planets, different ways of life, and for some weird reason they all seem to get along quite well, except for one or two episodes in Stargate where there was a huge clash in laws. There was this huge confrontation in some episodes, and it kind of highlighted what we're going through in real life, you know, where we have this conflicting ideals, conflicting rules, conflicting laws. You know, I mean, it was like an eye-opener. It made you self-aware of differentials. Anyway, I have to go because I'm just talking myself to death right now. We'll see you there. And I just wanted to. All I wanted to do was announce the fact that. Oh, that's tough. All I wanted to do was announce the fact that Ashbourne's got some new training facilities at the back of the fire station up at Ashbourne. Anyway, I'll have to go. See you later. Bye.